pretty close when it comes to the hit list event in Black Ops 6 so far. 1 minute we're on pace to complete it, the other, not so much. But as it stands right now, it's going to be close either way. So what happens if we don't finish the event? Because unlike things like a camo or something, this event has functional items and a functional weapon at the end of it all. So there's no chance they'd actually make this stuff then not give it to us, right? Well, yes, but it just might add a few more steps into the process. So today, we're detailing what you need to know about both possible outcomes of whether we complete the event or whether we don't. So drop your thoughts as we go along. Do you think we'll complete this with time to spare? Do you think we won't see it completed? Whatever the case, let me know your thoughts. But if you guys enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with all things Black Ops 6 as we get ready for Season 1 Reloaded next week and even more content. We're chasing down 700,000 subscribers now, so I'd love to have you in the community if you'd like to stay on top of all of it. For now, let's get into it. So as for the time remaining, the current status, we of course have just under 10 days left, 9 days and a few hours and change. And as of recording this earlier in the day from when it was published, might be updated since then, the total eliminations that we end up having are 14,658,620,960 eliminations. So still a long ways to go until that 50 billion mark for completing the entire event, but it was something that at first it appeared we weren't going to be getting this by any stretch of the imagination. Started out really slow, then it started to pick up, and now it might be something that looks like we may complete it. But what about the actual current pace we're on? Will we hit it? Well, again, as of recording this, it's around the 100-hour mark that we end up seeing, where again, we had 14.6 billion kills accounted for. That's a pacing of about 146.6 million an hour. Then take that 2-hour total of 336 hours and multiply it by that average, and you'll end up coming out with a total of 49,252,966,425 eliminations, falling just shy of that 50 billion marker for the Siren 9mm, which, is it the Siren or is it the Siren? Been thinking a lot about that lately, that maybe I've been mispronouncing it, in which case I look like even more of an idiot than normal. But anyways, right now we're not on pace to complete the event. Again, as of publishing this video, a little later on in the day, maybe we made up some ground. Maybe we end up seeing that we are back on track here. But as like we said in the intro, it's kind of this back and forth of we've been on target, we've not been on target. So it's going to come down to the wire. But one really big thing to remember when we talk about the earning of this is that it was just announced today we'll have double XP coming this week from Wednesday onward, which sure is right before the holidays, so you might not be playing too much on a few days, but for one, people are off this weekend, a long holiday weekend, and two, with a double XP event, that's more incentive to play the game and rank up, which leads to more eliminations, kind of boosting the total we'll end up seeing here for what we have through that first week of the event and then a few days and change. But for the sake of argument, what if we still don't hit 50 billion? What happens then? Well, historical precedent would actually kind of be out the window at that point, because I don't think we've ever had a community event where we didn't earn the rewards. The only one that I can think of off the top of my head came down to a Modern Warfare event where we had Task Force 141 versus Coney Group. Both of those sides had rewards where players could end up voting on which side they wanted, but the community chose Coney Group, in which then we didn't get the Task Force 141 camo, the Soap Operator skin, and more, but we still got something. It's not like we had something dangled in front of us as community reward that we just didn't get at all. And of course, if they made it, surely they're going to end up giving it to us. Why would they waste all that time in development and testing it than to just not give us it? So on one hand, we've literally never had a community event failed to where we didn't get that reward. But let's say again, just for the sake of argument, we don't get it from numbers being boosted or anything to artificially hit that 50 billion. That's when we return to Black Ops 6's upcoming feature, and one that's returning in a slightly different capacity from Modern Warfare 3, the Armory. So the Armory is going to be this new pillar of Black Ops 6's unlock systems with the mid-season update, Season 1 Reloaded, coming next week. Though if you go into Warzone, it's actually already there in a what they call beta state. It's the same thing that we have that's coming up, but just earlier and not with any Black Ops 6 content, where you can end up unlocking things you may have missed from the Modern Warfare 3 year of support. But this Armory is going to be a repository for any and all functional content. Functional being the key word that is not earned in time for Black Ops 6, whether it be battle passes, events, things like that. And you can then unlock it by simply activating the item you want and then gaining general XP to unlock it. So you can unlock everything that is a functional item here just with playtime from the future onward. Now, plenty of games do this, so this isn't anything that's like a brand new innovation to the gaming space by any means, but it is something that allows you to not miss anything if you had to take some time away from the game, you maybe came to the game later than some of these things were introduced. Whatever the case, it'll allow you to end up having those prior unlocks right there available for you. Future events, battle passes, limited time unlocks are all going to go into this Armory system. What these will include are things like weapons, perks, attachments, kill streaks, wild cards, equipment, and things of that nature. Things that we've already seen, of course, include the buffer weight stock attachment, 2 perks, a streak, and a weapon with this hit list event, and any and all things we do not earn from this event will then go into that armory. So with a wild card and other items coming in the future with Season 1 Reloaded and beyond, wouldn't be surprised if those are tethered to events as well, or battle passes in the future, but these will all go, again, once completed, into that armory system we have in place. What will not be included with the armory system, at least as of now, it's possible they could change this here in the future, are things that are sort of cosmetics, stuff that might be filler in a battle pass or an event or something like that. Charms, calling cards, emblems, decals, operator skins, double XP tokens, those will not make their way into this repository system that is the armory. So those will still only be around for a limited time, and if you like any of those things, you definitely should still try and take advantage of and earn those in the time available so that you don't miss out on those. Same thing goes for any event camos that may be coming up in the future, which I'm kind of hoping we do have something in regards to camos earned throughout the year. I loved what Sledgehammer did with that kind of stuff. I know that it created a lot of FOMO and that fear of missing out on stuff, but I like the idea of being able to earn additional stuff in year for something that I'm actually going to see on my weapons. Camos were just, of course, that perfect example, I think. But things like that will not go into the armory system. Only your functional content, stuff that actually impacts your game and that you can actually use, not the additional optional items. So if in the next couple of days we end up falling well behind schedule, we don't actually look like we're going to end up getting that Siren or Siren 9mm special weapon, that is something that it's not going to be lost forever. It's just going to introduce another step on how you have to get it then after that point. Just simply activating it in this upcoming armory system, and after a certain amount of XP is hit on your account, it'll be unlocked for you entirely. So just again, a little bit of a hurdle here, but nothing to really fear if we don't end up getting this, or if in the future there are other items that you really may like, but you don't have the opportunity to play and earn for yourself. So that's where it's going to go if we don't finish this event. So that's where we're going to wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts down below. Is there anything in particular you like about this system, dislike it? Are you not necessarily so worried about having to jump on at any point now throughout the year if you know it's going to be there even still afterwards? Let me know your thoughts. But if you guys enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor, drop a like on the video. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing running all things Black Ops 6. We got a lot up on deck here. And of course, Season 1 Reloaded is next week. Some reveals likely coming here probably Wednesday before the holiday. And then the next stuff will pick up probably Monday and Tuesday. But a lot of stuff coming for reveals and of course the update itself and everything to follow. Would love to have in the community. But for now, thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care and peace.